Hello, fellow traders. This is TheRumpledOne coming to you February the 1st. The year's 2023. Let's talk trading. Monthly, open, and gap. These videos are for educational purposes. Your results may differ from mine. Well, one thing to note, on the monthly open, unless it's on Monday or a Tuesday following a holiday, there's usually not much of an open gap. So let's take a look at the monthly. We're 21 pips above, now 23 pips above the monthly open. And you can see right here at 23.40, we are in what I like to call the launch pad. Drilling down to the weekly, we're 41, almost 42 pips below the weekly open. 76 off the weekly high and 57 off the weekly low. For the year, we are 252 pips above the yearly open. As you can see right here, we are getting back into the opening range for the week. So look for shorts at the 23.38 level. So we're almost there. But we have a green day. We're in the launch pad. It's time to go long. As I mentioned, 251 pips over the yearly open, monthly, 21 pips over the monthly open so far today. At the 23.44, you can see that's the inside bar low from the inside bar 3 days ago. Lots of inside bar action here, the gray and the blue, meaning the inside bar trade is on for today, for daily, weekly, and monthly. Of course, you can change the dashboard or inputs to show whatever time frames you want. The range today is only 41 pips, so price needs to go somewhere, doesn't it? Last hour we came out of the buy zone, moving up. We're still below that weekly open. And the range is too low for the rats. Once again, only 41 pips of range. That's next to nothing. Okay, near the pivot, it says bias is short, Bambino flex, indicator is pointing down. So it looks like everybody wants us to go short. We're nowhere near R1. I think I called out the short on that inside bar. It was at 38, or was that the opening range for the week? I can't remember. 44 was the inside bar, so it must have been the opening range for the week. Yeah, so we're right there. So we've got a monthly pivot at 2202. Weekly pivot's been taken out, and the daily pivot's been taken out. In and out of that lower wick zone a couple of times to the north. And the weekly range right now is 133 pips, and that's at the 8th percentile. It looks like that short would have paid off here. One thing I've been noticing, sometimes the last 5 minutes of the hour or of the M30 candle, there seems to be a lot of movement. And I guess maybe there must be robots waiting to place trades, or traders just are waiting to position. But sometimes those last 5 minutes, or even last 2 minutes, seems like there can be 5-10 pips of movement. And that's why it's important to wait for the candle to close sometimes. Even on the 1 minute candle, sometimes those last few seconds can mean the difference between 1 or 2 pips, which can make a average trade an even better trade. Then again, those last few minutes can move against you by a bunch. So that's why it's important not to be greedy. So we just saw a price move down a few pips at that off of the 38 level. Now we're only 2 minutes left in this bar, a little over 2 minutes, and you can see the movement. Even better, you can see it here. We punched down just below 36 at 35.9. We moved up through that lowest high. Was good for a couple of pips before it just pulled back. And you can see prices just oscillating right here, or ranging. So this is the first day of the month, so we can see January was up 1.95% from the open. So that's almost 2% return if you just put your money in on the first trading day and rode it to the end. Range by month, 606. If you remember, we were slightly under the ATR. But above the ranges for the past 3 years. So you can see here, February, the past 1, 2, 3, 4 years, anywhere from 371 to 675. So that's a pretty big difference. I'm not sure what to expect in February. But according to the seasonality study, it says it usually forms a bottom in early to late March for the year. So let's just take a look at last year. There's the first, or there's January, there's February, early to late March. It did form a bottom and it kept going. It didn't move higher in April, that's for sure. So it was off. Now let's see, let's check the year before. See, that was 2022. Let's check 2021. So it usually forms a bottom in March and then higher. Okay, 2020 forms a bottom in March, then higher. So just looking back, 2 out of 3. So let's see what happens this time. Okay, looking at the month, previous month was an outside bar. We're inside the upper wick zone. Buyers are in strong control still. We're above the monthly previous mid and the pivot, but the pivot fade says to sell. And so far we've got a lower high and higher low. On the weekly, we're inside the lower wick zone, price turning down. Sellers are in strong control. We're down to 34. So that 38th short paid off a second time now. We're above the EMA 5 or indicator 2, turning down. We're below the mid, previous mid and the pivot, lower high, higher low, still inside bar for the week. We've crossed below the weekly open. If we move down to the daily, above the EMA 5, prices between the wick zones. See, it's moving back up. It was 34 now, 36. Buyers strong control. So you've got mixed signals on the control. But we're above the previous bid and pivot on the daily. So since this is a first trading day of a new month, let's just remember to employ risk management on each and every trade and not lose more than you're willing to lose on any one particular trade. Make sure your position size and stop loss are positioned accordingly. And the brain management, or maybe we should call this trading psychology. Let's not have any fear or regrets. Let's stay focused, stick with our plan. And remember, any pain you experience doesn't come from the market. It comes from your reaction to the market. And on the money management side, make sure you take your profit before the market takes it back. You can always take 50% off the table and move your stop to break even to ensure you have a profit. You can move your stop to break even +1 after you're up 5 pips or more. Hopefully you don't get wick sawed out. And really remember, every win is luck because you don't control the outcome. You can control how much you lose, but you can't control how much you are going to win. So, fellow traders, that's going to wrap it up for today. And I want to thank the traders for watching the videos. Hit the like, hit subscribe. I don't say that every day. I guess I'm not one of those real YouTube channel gurus yet. I'll just focus on trading, right? And shout out to the folks in the Facebook group and the other folks in the Reddit group. Nice to have you guys along for the ride. So, as I always say, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the rumpled one over and out.